behind the 8 ball, but we have lots of things happening. I'm pleased to announce that we've made a lot of progress today. With us here today is also going to speak with us. I have the Minister of Transportation, Rick McIver, who's going to speak to you a little bit. I also have our MLA from Highwood here, Danielle Smith, who's going to speak to you for a bit. And I also have with me Albert Flutman, who is the Town Director of Operations and Planning, and he's also my lead on the re-entry program to get people back into High River. And he's going to speak to you for a few minutes as well. I mentioned to you that we had some successes today. We've made our way to the main lift station, which is our #1 problem. We're now in there. We're pumping it out. We know we need a new motor in there. That's on its way. Things go well. We're going to have that up and running tomorrow, and that's 90% of the battle for the beginning of the sewage situation we have. We've got to get that whole system running, but we're getting there. Now, I don't want to speak too long here because I've got some special people here. I want to give them the opportunity to speak to you. So I'll first introduce the Minister of Transportation, Rick McIver.
This truly is a stump speech. Anyways, I know you're not happy to be not in your homes. I just wanted to say that the way we have things organized is the town is taking the lead on all the recovery and everything, and the province is supporting the town in every way. When I talked to the Premier before I come down here, she said, McIver, make sure that they know that every department in the province is basically is going to be told to cooperate with the town, help in every way they can, and get these people's lives back to as normal as soon as you can. And no excuses, you work together, you get it done. So just to make it simple, and the town is taking the lead, and the province is supporting the town every way we can with every department. And it's a high priority, we've been told. Like we need it to be, but nonetheless, I just want you to know that this is being taken very seriously. If you have things that aren't being handled, the town is the lead, but you can still talk to your government. Contact me, contact the Premier, contact anybody else. You can contact your local MLA as well, Danielle. We're going to work together to make this happen as fast as we can. It's probably going to be, some things are going to take a while. We need to work together. And I want you to know, we'll be happy to hear from you if you have a kick in the pants because we're not fast enough, or a pat in the back if we get something right. Either way, we'll be happy to hear from you.
Okay, the very next person I'd introduce to you is our own MLA, Danielle Smith.
Well, thanks so much for all of you to come out here on such short notice. Just want you to know that this will be the first of daily updates that we're going to do. I'm still working with the Alberta comms team, the government comms team, to figure out when the best time will be. So we'll keep you posted on Twitter and Facebook, but do know that we're going to be doing this every single day so that you have a daily update on how things are going. And I have to say, if you look at me, this is how you would look if you were still in High River, because we can't shower because we can't use because the sewer system's not up. We can't flush our toilets. So it isn't a very pleasant place to be right now. So don't think you're missing anything fun back home. I know that all of you want to get back home, but the mayor and I think Minister McIver was very, very modest. The Alberta government has been doing a tremendous job of making our problems their priority. He has visited twice now in as many days. In the first day afterwards, Minister Griffiths was there, as was Minister Fred Horn, checking out and making sure that things were going well in the hospital. Premier Redford was there today. Minister Jonathan Dennis was there as well. Ted Menzies, I'll give a plug to your MP. He has been in that centre every single day at every single briefing meeting, and he is in direct touch with the federal government. The provincial government and the federal government have been working hand in glove to make sure that they're working together on developing a strategy so that not only can we deal with the immediate infrastructure needs, but we can also start working on how we're going to be able to develop a support plan so that you can start defraying some of the costs that it's going to take to get you back into your home. So just be patient. That's all I would say. There is a long, long road ahead. I just went out on a helicopter tour today, and it does not look good on large parts of the town. We still have lots of water everywhere. So this is not going to be a quick process. I know they're going to do everything they possibly can to make it a quick process. I'm going to be here just taking questions. I'll probably just go to the back. Anyone who has any specific questions and concerns that you have, know that I will be back every day. So I just want to get a kind of a handful of your biggest concerns that you're on your mind. My intention is to, we're hoping it will be 1 o'clock in Blackie and 2:30 here. That's what we're working on right now, but keep that in mind. We want to make sure that when we do come out, we actually have the most up-to-date information for you. So I'm not going to skip a briefing to come out so that I don't have the right information for you. So we have to still work those things out. It's a very fluid process. Keep looking at the websites because we will tell you what they were, and we will make them the same time every day so that we have some regularity so that you can plan around to be here for it. So I hope that gives you just a little bit of information. We won't be able to answer all your questions tonight, but do know that the federal government, the provincial government, your incredible team that you have at the municipal level, they're doing an absolutely fantastic job. Albert's going to tell you more about it, but you have every reason to have every confidence. There's a huge crew of people from the provincial government. We've got lots of military there going through the homes. We've got lots of police who are supporting it. They're going to get this job done for you. So I'll hand it back over to the mayor and he can introduce Albert. Thanks, guys.
I spoke this afternoon about the big lake that we got in the southeast. Things are looking like we'll be starting to drain that tomorrow. We've got a big company in town that said they can do it. We just got to figure out the logistics of that, and we'll begin on that tomorrow if that's going to work out. Right now, we're preparing a berm to block off that lake and pretty well cut it in half, and then we'll drain the south end of that out of the southeast. What was the other thing I was going to say? Did I talk about sewer here?
About the lift station.
The lift station, I talked about the lift station, yeah. I think I'll probably, I'm sorry folks, I've been having so much go through my mind. I'm going to introduce Albert to you, and hopefully my 60-year-old brain will catch up, and I'll finish with the comments here at the end.
How about electric? Sorry to interrupt you.
Albert Flutman is our Director of Operations and Planning, and he's in charge of the re-entry program, so he has some words for you, please.
The biggest priority for us at this point is to get the water and sewer systems functioning properly again. That's our biggest concern. The water system, the water plant's running. The water mains are intact. Water is flowing, but we've only got 3 wells going. That's not enough water to even begin to serve the town. And we're having trouble bringing more wells online. We need the river level to drop before we can backwash filters and bring more wells online, because when those wells come online, there's silt coming out of them at first. And of course, we're going to be under a boil water advisory for quite some time as well, we expect, because we're not meeting potable standards. But it's because of turbidity, not because of bacterial contamination. So that's the good part. The mayor talked about the main lift station. The good news is that the sewage lagoon system is working. The building out there is on a bit of an island right now, and that's actually working. We're a little bit concerned about the downstream end to Frank Lake, but we'll get through that. But the biggest concern is getting that main lift station working. It was inundated with water. They've been pumping water out of the main, or the well of the lift station to get at those pumps. We're guessing we're going to need new electric motors for those pumps, and we have to source those and get those in, and we're busy doing that at the present time. So our key concerns: water and sewer, getting the roads cleaned up and passable. There's mud in a lot of neighborhoods, as you might imagine. We've got to get cars out of the way, the ones that were floating, sadly. So there's a lot of logistical stuff going on. We're also making sure that we've got packages of information available for all of you before you come back in, so you know how to handle the situation in your homes. Of course, ATCO and Fortis are busy. Fortis is making good progress, I'd have to say, but they're good at that. We'll be working to set up a welcome center for people coming back into town. We're talking to the Insurance Bureau of Canada. We're working with the province. We want to ensure that all the resources are there at that welcome center for people when they come, so they get the information they need. There's lots of details that we're working out. We've got a few days to do it. I cannot give you a time frame at this point. I would be creating expectations that I'm afraid we wouldn't be able to keep. Be assured, though, that we're putting all of our resources into it. We've got the military helping us, including engineering staff. We've got engineering consultants who've done work for the town before and know our systems. They're involved and they're helping us. We're putting on, and we've got contractors who know the town and have done work with us who are involved as well. So we're putting all the resources that we can get at the problem, and the province is supporting us through this as well with their expertise. So that's really the message I have for you tonight. We'll get as much news to you as we can, as has already been said. Sir?
Why are you not allowing temporary access while you wait to get people permanently back?
Temporary access is a great question. We'll be dealing with that question tomorrow. We have to work out the logistics of it. The RCMP wants to keep the town secure, and that's important for your properties as well.
But a lot of the houses have humidity in them at this point, and closed windows and hot sun.
And animals.
Yeah.
Yes.
There are lots of concerns like that. There are a lot of concerns associated with that. We will be working on that tomorrow and trying to figure out how we can get a good temporary access system.
We got 6 pumps ready to go.
Yes. Coordinating volunteers will be part of the Welcome Center function as well.
Okay, folks, I remembered what I was going to tell you, and I know a lot of you want to know what your particular area of the neighborhood looks like. I was up in the helicopter this morning with Ted Menzies, and Ted took a pile of pictures of the entire community. I'm going to see if I can get those printed off. When we come back tomorrow, I'll have those here hopefully, and you'll be on, so you'll be able to tell where your properties look like. I know I'm speaking to you one-on-one. I've answered those questions for you. Danielle's going to remain around here for a little while. Mr. McIver will probably be around here to answer a few questions. We're going to move ahead as quickly as possible. Please be patient.
Can you put lots of pictures on Facebook so we can see, or?
We probably can do that.
All right.
That would be nice.